I thought my grandmother and I were close, but she left everything to my awful brother in her will and only gave me a box. Then I opened it. My older brother Trent has been the favorite since the day I was born. He got a brand new car for his 16th birthday, and I got his old bicycle. He got his college tuition paid in full, and I got told to figure it out myself. When I asked my parents why, my mom said, "Trent is going places. You're just not that kind of kid." Grandma was the only one who ever treated us equally. When she got sick, Trent never visited because he was too busy. I drove 2 hours every weekend for 3 years to sit with her, bring her favorite cookies, and read to her from mystery novels. She'd squeeze my hand and say, "You're the only one who shows up. I see you, sweetheart." Trent visited once in 3 years to ask Grandma to invest in his startup. She said no, and he screamed that she was a senile old hag and stormed out. When Grandma was dying, I was there holding her hand. I called my mom and said, "You need to come now." She said, "We'll come this weekend. Trent has a work dinner we can't miss." Grandma died on Wednesday. My family stayed at my apartment for the funeral because I lived closest. The first night, Trent walked in and said, "Jesus, this place is depressing. No wonder you're single." My mom opened my fridge and said, "You don't even have real food. This is why you'll never find a husband." My dad sat on my couch and said, "I can't believe we're staying in this dump when Trent's about to inherit a real house." At the funeral, Trent checked his phone during the eulogy. When I started crying, my mom whispered, "Stop making a scene. This isn't about you." After the service, Trent asked the funeral director for an itemized receipt to make sure the estate wasn't being overcharged. At the will reading, the lawyer said Trent got the house worth $800,000 and my parents got $500,000 in investments. He said, "To my granddaughter, I leave my jewelry box and its contents." I froze. We all knew Grandma only had worthless cheap jewelry. Trent laughed and said, "You got her old lady jewelry? Hilarious." My mom said, "She was so confused at the end. She probably thought it was valuable." My dad said, "At least you have something to wear on dates, if you ever get any." That night, I sat on my bed while my family complained about my apartment. I could hear my mom saying she could have at least bought an air mattress. I opened the jewelry box to feel close to Grandma. I pulled out a necklace she wore to church, sparkly earrings from her wedding photos, a green ring I'd never seen. At the bottom, I found a letter with my name on it. I started reading. "My dear girl, if you're reading this, they did exactly what I expected. They gave your brother the house because he asked 100 times, and they think you got worthless costume jewelry. Let them think that." Trent appeared in my doorway and said, "Are you crying over fake pearls?" He saw the letter. "What's that?" I said, "A letter from Grandma." He ripped it from my hands and yelled, "Mom, Dad, get in here. She got a secret letter." My parents pushed into my bedroom. Trent read mockingly, "My dear girl, blah blah blah." Then he stopped. "The ruby necklace is a Burmese ruby, 12 carats, appraised at $2.2 million. The diamond earrings are antiques from 1920, appraised at $800,000. The emerald ring was appraised at $1.5 million. Altogether, you're holding about $6 million. Nobody moved. Trent kept reading, his voice cracking. "I left it to you because you showed up. Every Sunday you showed up. Your brother visited once to scream at me for money. Your parents came to Christmas and complained about the food. You're the only one who loved me like a person instead of an ATM." My mom lunged for the box and I yanked it away. She screamed, "Give that to me. That's family property." My dad blocked the doorway and said, "You're not leaving until we sort this out." Trent said, "She was senile. You probably wrote this yourself." I said, "She had it appraised by 3 gemologists and set up as a trust." My mom grabbed my arm hard enough to bruise and said, "After everything we sacrificed, we fed you, we clothed you, we let you come to Christmas." I pulled away and said, "You let me come so you could ignore me and brag about Trent." My dad stepped toward me and said, "Hand over that box or we'll take it." I said, "If you contest this, there's a clause that donates Trent's inheritance to charity." The color drained from Trent's face. My mom screamed that I'd always been jealous, that I'd manipulated Grandma, that I was tearing this family apart. I said, "I visited her. I held her hand. That's all I did." I pushed past my dad, walked to the front door, and opened it. I said, "Get out, all of you, right now." Trent contested the will anyway and lost. Last I heard, he had to sell Grandma's house to pay his lawyers.